Midnight chats. Just us. You were my dawn, it's 1 a.m., and I'm sprawled on my bedroom floor, hoodie swallowing me like it's the only thing keeping my heart from spilling out. The lo-fi playlist hums through my earbuds, a slow beat with a synth that feels like it's trying to hold me together. My room's a void. Fairy lights unplugged, blinds shut, just the dim glow of my phone screen at 14%. Battery warning blinking like it knows I'm barely hanging on. I can't move. Not when all I can think about is those midnight chats. Just us, when you were my dawn, when your texts were the light that broke through my dark. I'm fine, I tell myself. I'm always fine, but the truth is, I'm not. And your name is still a notification I'm waiting for, even though it never comes. It was spring last year, April or May, when we found each other, not in some big, movie-worthy moment, but in the quiet buzz of a group chat for a music fest we never went to. You replied to my dumb, "Who's got playlist Rex?" with a, "Yo, I got check this." It was a lo-fi mix, chill and vibey, and I messaged you. "Okay, this slaps. What else you got?" That was it. We started texting, first about music, then about everything, and suddenly midnight was our time, when the world was asleep and it was just us. Screens glowing, words flowing like we'd known each other forever. I keep thinking about those early chats, one night in May when we texted till the stars gave up. You'd message me at 11 p.m. "You up?" "Can't sleep, need vibes." We went back and forth for hours, you in your room with fairy lights, me curled up on my bed, phone warm in my hands. You told me about your love for late-night drives, how you'd blast lo-fi and pretend you were in a music video. I admitted I'd scroll through old photos when I was sad, trying to remember who I was. You didn't make it weird. Didn't judge. You texted, "That's real. I do that too." Your words were like a sunrise, soft and warm, and I felt seen, like my messy thoughts weren't too much for you. You were my dawn, the light that made the night feel safe. Those midnight chats became our thing. Not planned, just natural. You'd text, "Yo, what's the vibe tonight?" And I'd reply, "You tell me. I'm ready." We'd go on for hours, sharing TikToks, arguing about stranger things, theories, spilling secrets we wouldn't say in daylight. You'd send me lo-fi tracks. "This one's for our chat." And I'd reply, "Okay, you're hired. Keep 'em coming." You'd drop random thoughts. "Ever. Wonder what stars taste like." And I'd send back, "Probably like sour gummies, you got a better guess?" It was easy, like you were the one person I didn't have to fake it for. The one who made midnight feel like it was ours. I open my phone now, even though it's a bad idea. I scroll to our old chat, still saved, a thread I can't delete. There's one from May 12th, 1:23 a.m. These chats are legit keeping me sane. You a real one. You send a lo-fi track with it, for our vibe. I replied, "Same, you're kinda dope." But what I wanted to say was, "You're my dawn. Don't ever stop texting." I didn't. I was too scared to name what we had, too scared to lose the light you brought. I still have your playlist. Midnight Glow. 60 tracks that scream you, but I don't play it. It'd hurt too much, like staring at a sunrise that's gone. I'm numb, or at least I'm trying to be. It's not the sharp pain of when you left. Not yet. It's this dull, heavy fog, like my heart's too tired to feel anything else. I keep replaying those midnight chats, trying to figure out when they stopped being enough for you. Was it something I said? Something I didn't say? I'd send you a TikTok, and you'd reply, "LOL, fire," with a heart emoji. I'd text you at midnight, and you'd be there, ready to dive into dumb debates or deep thoughts. I thought we were unbreakable. Thought you were my dawn forever. But forever's a myth, and now I'm here. Alone with nothing but your texts and a phone that's silent. I type a text, thumbs shaking over the screen. "Do you ever think about our midnight chats? When you were my dawn?" I stare at it. the words glowing like a truth I can't handle. I imagine your phone buzzing, you half asleep, seeing my name and swiping it away. You wouldn't reply. You haven't in months. I delete it like I always do. It's safer than hoping, safer than knowing you've moved on while I'm still stuck in a spring that doesn't exist anymore. I think about the last time we texted, not those early nights, but later when things were slipping. It was fall and you were different. Your replies short, like you were rationing your words. I tried to keep it alive. Sent, "Yo, we gotta catch up. It's been forever." You texted back, "Yeah, soon." And that was it. I sat there, phone in hand, feeling the light fade. I should have known then. I should have seen you were already leaving. I pull my hoodie strings tight like I can shut out the memories. The lo-fi track shifts, but it's just noise now. No match for the ache of you. I wonder if you still text like that, if your words still light up someone else's nights. Do you ever think about our chats? When you were my dawn, when we were each other's everything? Or was it just another night for you? Just another friend you've forgotten? I hate that I care. I hate that I'm still here, on my floor, chasing the ghost of a dawn that's gone. I open my notes app because it's the only place I can be honest. I write, "Midnight chats, just us. You were my dawn. Your words were my light, my home. Now it's 1 a.m. and I'm alone and I don't know how to shine without you." I don't save it. I delete it like everything else. I don't want to feel this. I don't want to miss the way your texts made me feel alive. But I do. I miss it so much it's like a weight I can't lift, a dawn I can't reach. The clock says 1:30 a.m. The world's asleep, but I'm still here, stuck in the dark, stuck in a spring where you were my everything. I tell myself I'm fine. I'm always fine. But the truth is, I'm not. I'm just a kid in a hoodie, heart heavy with midnight chats, trying to figure out how to live in a world where your texts don't come anymore. And the worst part? I don't know if I'll ever stop waiting for them. Your spark lit my heart. I fell in the calm. It's 2:15 a.m., and I'm still awake, curled up on my bedroom floor, hoodie tangled around me like it's trying to keep my heart from unraveling. The lo-fi playlist hums through my earbuds, a soft track with a piano that feels like it's tiptoeing around my pain. My room's a shadow. Fairy lights off, blinds shut. Just the faint glow of my phone screen at 8%. Battery warning pulsing like it's warning me to stop. I can't. Not when all I can think about is your spark. How it lit my heart. How I fell for you in the calm. How I'm still falling even now that you're gone. I'm fine, I tell myself. I'm always fine. But the truth is, I'm not. And your spark is a flame that burns me every time the night gets too quiet. It was summer last year, July or August, when I realized I was in love with you. We'd been friends since spring, vibing in midnight chats, your texts like a dawn breaking my dark. But somewhere in the sticky heat of summer, it shifted. It wasn't loud or obvious, no big gestures or heart emojis. It was your spark, your energy, your way of making everything feel alive, even in the quiet moments. It caught me in the calm, when we'd just be together, and my heart fell without asking, without warning, igniting with every glance, every word you sent. I keep thinking about one night late July when we were chilling at your place, sprawled on your couch because the app was barely working. We were scrolling through TikToks, passing your phone back and forth, laughing at dumb pet videos. You sent me one, a dog chasing its tail, and you grinned, this bright electric spark in your eyes, like you were lit up from the inside. You said, "Yo, this is us, just running in circles." And your laugh was so free, so you, it hit me like a spark to dry grass. I stopped laughing, just stared, my chest tight with something I couldn't name. You nudged me. "What, you good?" I nodded, mumbled, "Yeah, just vibing." But inside I was screaming, "I love you. I love your spark." I didn't say it. I just passed the phone back. Let your light pull me under. We were always together that summer, and your spark was everywhere. In your texts, when we'd send memes at 2 a.m. and you'd reply, "Bro, I'm dead. This is peak." At the beach, when we'd race to the water and you'd splash me, your grin brighter than the sun. In your car, when we'd drive nowhere, lo-fi blasting and you'd drum on the steering wheel. All energy and life. Your spark was my fire, my reason, telling me I was okay, that I was enough. It wasn't loud or forced. It was calm, like it was just for me. And I fell in it. In you, without ever meaning to. My heart didn't check if it was safe. It just fell, and I was too caught up in you to stop. I open my phone now, even though it's a bad move. I scroll to our old texts from those summer nights when your spark was still mine to feel. There's one from August 3rd, 12:47 a.m. Yo, that beach day was unreal. We gotta do it again. You sent a selfie, mid-laugh, eyes sparking under the sunset, and I replied, "Facts, you're a whole vibe." But what I wanted to say was, "Your spark's my favorite thing, don't ever dim it." I didn't. I kept it locked inside, scared to ruin the calm. Scared you'd see how much I loved you and pull away. We'd text all the time back then. Your messages full of lamau and bet and emojis that felt like your spark in digital form. You'd send me TikToks, the kind that made you laugh before you even hit send, and I'd reply, "Okay, you win. This is gold." I'd send you lo-fi tracks, ones I thought matched your energy, and you'd text back, "How you know me like this?" I knew you because I was watching, because every spark, every grin, every quiet moment was a piece of you I held close. I fell in your spark, and my heart didn't ask if you'd catch me. It just fell, thinking we'd always be this way, burning bright in the calm. I'm numb, or at least I'm trying to be. It's not the gut-wrenching pain of when you left, not yet. It's this slow, heavy ache, like my heart stuck in that summer, chasing a spark that's gone out. I keep wondering when it stopped shining for me. Was it when your texts got short? When you stopped laughing like you meant it? I'd send you a meme and you'd reply, "Haha. No. I'm crying." I'd text you at midnight and you'd be busy. Your replies flat when they came. I felt you fading, but I kept chasing your spark, thinking if I could make you light up again, I could keep you. I was wrong. I type a text, fingers trembling on the screen. "Do you still spark like that? Does it still light up everything?" I stare at it, the words glowing like a confession I'll never make. I imagine your phone buzzing. You half asleep, seeing my name and ignoring it. You wouldn't reply. You haven't in months. I delete it like I always do. It's easier than hoping. Easier than knowing your spark belongs to someone else now. Or maybe no one, because you're not the you I loved anymore. I think about the last time I saw your spark. Not those summer nights, but later when things were breaking. It was October at a cafe with dim lights and cold coffee. You were there, but your energy was gone. Your eyes dull when you said, "Hey, what's good?" I tried to bring it back. Sent you a TikTok later. This reminded me of us. You replied, "Lol, yeah." And that was it. I sat there, phone in hand, feeling the calm turn cold. That was when I knew I'd lost your spark. Lost you. I pull my hoodie, closer, like it'll hold me together. The lo-fi track shifts, but it's just noise now. No match for the memory of your spark. I wonder if you know how much it meant. How it was my light. My reason. Do you ever think about those nights when your spark was my world? When the calm was ours? Or was it just another summer for you? Just another friend you've left behind? I hate that I care. I hate that I'm still here on my floor chasing the ghost of a spark that's gone. I open my notes app because it's the only place I can be real. I write, "Your spark lit my heart, and I fell in the calm. You were my fire, my home, and then you weren't. Now I'm lost in the dark, and I don't know how to unlove you. I don't save it. I delete it like everything else. I don't want to feel this. I don't want to miss the way your spark made me whole. But I do. I miss it so much it's like a flame I keep burning for, a calm I can't find. The clock says 2:45 a.m. The world's asleep, but I'm still here. Stuck in the dark, stuck in a summer where your spark was my everything. I tell myself I'm fine. I'm always fine. But the truth is, I'm not. I'm just a kid in a hoodie, heartbroken by a spark I'll never feel again, trying to figure out how to live in a world where your texts don't come anymore. And the worst part? I don't know if I'll ever stop waiting for them. We wove our dreams. Love was our song. It's 3:30 a.m. and I'm still awake, slumped against my bedroom wall, hoodie twisted around me like it's trying to hold my heart together. The lo-fi playlist hums through my earbuds, a gentle track with a synth that feels like it's singing a song I've lost. My room's a black hole. Fairy lights off, blinds shut, just the faint glow of my phone screen at 5%. Battery warning flashing like it's pleading with me to let go. I can't. Not when all I can think about is how we wove our dreams, how love was our song, how you and I built a world that felt like it could last forever. I'm fine, I tell myself. I'm always fine. But the truth is, I'm not. And the melody we made is a ghost that haunts me, echoing in the dark I'm drowning in. It was late summer, September probably, when we were at our brightest, when every moment with you felt like a lyric in a song we were writing together. We'd been friends since spring, and I'd fallen for your spark over the summer. But this was different. This was us at our peak, when love wasn't just a feeling, but a melody. Our midnight chats weren't just chats anymore. They were verses, where we'd spin dreams and sing them to each other in texts and calls. Your energy was my rhythm, your words my chords, and in those moments, love was our song, a tune I thought would never fade. I keep thinking about one night, early September, when we stayed up till the sky turned soft. You'd texted me at 11 p.m. Yo, I'm in a mood. Wanna dream big? We went back and forth for hours. You in your room with a candle flickering, me sprawled on my bed, phone warm in my hands. You told me about your dream to travel, to see the northern lights, to live somewhere with no rules. I opened up about wanting to write a book, something raw and real, but I was scared no one would read it. You didn't laugh, didn't make it small. You texted, "We'll see the lights together and I'll read your book first." My heart stopped, but I played it cool, replied, "Bet, you're my hype man." Inside I was screaming, "I love you. You're my song." Those dream-filled nights were our everything that fall. We'd text all day to set them up. Midnight vibes? Yep, bring the big dreams. You'd send me lo-fi tracks. This one's for our next chat. And I'd reply, "Okay, this is our anthem." We'd call sometimes, your voice weaving stories about a future where we'd be free together. You'd say, "Imagine us. No stress. Just vibes." And I'd add, "Yeah, with lo-fi and coffee, living our best life." We'd send TikToks, the dreamy aesthetic ones, captioned, "This is us in 5 years." It was like we were composing a song, each text a note, each call a chorus, and love was the melody that held it all together, making every moment feel like it could last forever. I open my phone now, even though it's a trap. I scroll to our old chat, still saved, a thread I can't let go. There's one from September 9th, 1:15 a.m. Yo, that Northern Lights plan is legit. We're doing it. You sent a lo-fi track with it. Our dream vibe. I replied, "Facts, we're manifesting." But what I wanted to say was, "I love you. Let's write this song forever." I didn't. I kept it inside, thinking our dreams were enough, thinking love would keep us singing. I'm numb, or at least I'm pretending to be. It's not the soul-crushing pain of when you left. Not yet. It's this quiet, endless ache. like my heart stuck in that song we wrote, playing a melody that's gone, silent. I keep wondering when it stopped meaning what it did. Was it when your texts got short? When you stopped dreaming with me? I'd send you a TikTok. This feels like us. And you'd reply, lol, yeah. No, we're so doing this. I'd text, dream big tonight? And you'd be busy. Your replies flat when they came. I felt the song fading, but I kept chasing our dreams, thinking if I could make you sing again, I could keep you. I was wrong. I type a text, fingers heavy on the screen. Do you ever think about our dreams? When love was our song? I stare at it, the words glowing like a verse I'll never sing. I imagine your phone buzzing, you half asleep, seeing my name and ignoring it. You wouldn't reply. You haven't in months. I delete it like I always do. It's easier than hoping, easier than knowing those dreams meant nothing to you, that our song was just a tune you've forgotten. I think about the last time we talked dreams, not those September nights, but later when things were crumbling. It was October, a call that felt off, your voice distant. I tried to bring it back, said, "Yo, we still seeing the northern lights?" You sighed, said, "Maybe, life's wild run," and changed the subject. I sat there, phone in hand, feeling the melody die. That was when I knew I'd lost our song. Lost you. I pull my hoodie tighter like it'll keep me from falling apart. The lo-fi track fades, and there's a second of silence before the next one starts. I wonder if you still dream like that, if your heart still sings for someone else. Do you ever think about our nights when we wove our dreams, when love was our song? Or are they just noise to you, just another chat you've archived? I hate that I care. I hate that I'm still here on my floor chasing the ghost of a song that's gone. I open my notes app because it's the only place I can bleed. I write. We wove our dreams, and love was our song. You were my melody, my home, and then you weren't. Now I'm silent in the dark, and I don't know how to let you go. I don't save it. I delete it like everything else. I don't want to feel this. I don't want to miss the way our dreams made me whole, but I do. I miss it so much it's like a weight I can't carry. A song I can't sing. The clock says 4 a.m. The world's asleep, but I'm still here, stuck in the dark, stuck in a September where love was our song. I tell myself I'm fine. I'm always fine. But the truth is, I'm not. I'm just a kid in a hoodie, heart cracked by a song I'll never hear again, trying to figure out how to live in a world where your texts don't come anymore. And the worst part? I don't know if I'll ever stop waiting for them. Your replies grew faint. I felt it go wrong. It's 4:45 a.m. and I'm still awake, slumped on my bedroom floor, hoodie twisted around me like it's trying to shield me from the cold you left behind. The lo-fi playlist hums through my earbuds, a slow track with a synth that feels like it's slipping away, just like your text did. My room's a crypt. Fairy lights dead, blinds shut, only the faint pulse of my phone screen at 2%. Battery warning flashing like it's screaming I'm out of time. I can't move, not when all I can think about is how your replies grew faint, how I felt it go wrong, how you faded while I was still holding on to our song. I'm fine, I tell myself. I'm always fine. But the truth is, I'm not. And your silence is a chill that's freezing me, a wrongness I can't unfeel. It was late fall last year, October or November, when I started losing you. We'd been everything. Midnight chats, summer love, dreams that felt like a song. I was in love, though I never said it. And I thought you felt it too, in the way your texts used to light up my nights. But then your replies started to fade, like a signal dropping out. Your messages got short, your energy dim, your spark barely there. You weren't gone yet, but you were drifting, and I felt it in every lull, every delayed text, every silence that replaced the melody we'd woven. Something was wrong, and I was alone in it, grasping for the you I couldn't reach. I keep thinking about one night, mid-October, when the fade hit me hard. I'd texted you a meme, One of those sad boy hours, ones with a lo-fi vibe, hoping it'd spark our old rhythm. Yo, this is us, Ron. You feeling it? You replied, haha. And that was it. No, bro, I'm dead. No follow-up, just a hollow laugh that felt like a locked gate. I stared at my phone, waiting for the 3 dots, refreshing our chat like it'd make you care again. Nothing. I texted, you good? Been quiet lately. Hours later, you sent, yeah, just slammed. Slammed. That word was your shield, and it cut me deep, because it meant I was no longer worth your words. I scrolled through our old texts that night, trying to find the you I loved, but it was like chasing a ghost. It wasn't just that night. It was every moment after. Your replies were shadows of what they used to be. Cool. Instead of yo, this slaps. Idk. Instead of bet, let's vibe. I'd send you a lo-fi track, hoping it'd pull you back, and you'd reply, nice. No. This is our anthem. I'd ask about your day, and it'd be, fine. No stories, no spark, just enough to keep me hanging on, but not enough to keep me warm. I'd call, and you'd let it go to voicemail. No, yo, I'll hit a back. I'd scroll through our September texts when your words were full of dreams and compare them to the faint echoes you were giving me now. I felt it go wrong. Like a song losing its beat, and I didn't know how to fix it without losing you completely. I open my phone now, even though it's a bad idea. I scroll to our chat, back to those October nights when your replies were already fading. There's one from October 17th, 9:32 p.m. Yo, you free to chat? Miss our vibes. I'd sent, desperate to hear our song again. You replied, maybe later, got stuff. No. Let's make it work. No, I miss you too. Just a wall. I kept texting, kept trying. This track's giving me feels. I heard it? But your replies were late, lifeless. Cool. I saved everyone like they were scraps of you I could hold on to. But they were just proof you were slipping away. I'm numb, or at least I'm pretending to be. It's not the soul-shattering pain of when you left, not yet. It's this slow, creeping cold, like I'm the only one left in a world we built together. I keep replaying those months, trying to find where I messed up. Was I too clingy? Texting you when you didn't reply? Was I too distant, not pushing you to open up? I'd lie awake, checking my phone, hoping for a N or a meme, anything to bring you back. But your replies were faint, and I was alone, feeling it go wrong with every text that didn't come. I type a text, fingers heavy on the screen. Why'd your replies stop? When did it go wrong? I stare at it, the words glowing like a plea I'll never send. I imagine your phone buzzing, you half asleep, seeing my name and ignoring it, you wouldn't reply. You didn't then, and you won't now. I delete it like I always do. It's easier than facing the truth, easier than knowing you chose to fade, that your silence was your way of leaving without saying it. I think about the last time we hung out, not those texting nights, but in person when your faint replies were already a sign. It was November, at a diner with sticky booths and flat soda. You were late, said you were caught up. I nodded, smiled, pretended it didn't hurt. We sat there, but you were scrolling your phone, replying to someone who wasn't me. I tried to bring up our old dreams. Remember our midnight plans? You shrugged, said, yeah, life's different, now, and looked away. I sipped my soda, throat tight, thinking, this is what wrong feels like. You were right there, but you were gone. Your replies so faint I couldn't find you anymore. I pull my hoodie strings tight like I can block out the cold you left. The lo-fi track shifts, but it's just static now. No match for the silence of your texts. I wonder if you knew how much it hurt. How every cool and busy was a knife in my chest. Do you ever think about our chats when your replies were my world? When we were everything? Or are they just noise to you? Just another thread you've muted? I hate that I care. I hate that I'm still here, on my floor, dissecting a silence I couldn't stop. I open my notes app because it's the only place I can breathe. I write. Your replies grew faint and I felt it go wrong. You were my song, my light. And then you were a stranger. Now I'm lost in the silence and I don't know how to stop loving you. I don't save it. I delete it like everything else. I don't want to feel this. I don't want to miss the you who filled my nights with words. But I do. I miss you so much it's like a cold I can't shake. A wrongness I can't undo. The clock says 5:15 a.m. The world's stirring, but I'm still here, stuck in the dark, stuck in a fall where your replies went quiet. I tell myself I'm fine. I'm always fine. But the truth is, I'm not. I'm just a kid in a hoodie, heart heavy with a silence I couldn't fill, trying to figure out how to live in a world where your texts don't come anymore. And the worst part? I don't know if I'll ever stop waiting for them. You vanished in silence. My soul split apart. It's 6 a.m. and I'm still awake, curled into a ball on my bedroom floor, hoodie soaked with sweat and maybe tears, though I'm not admitting it. The lo-fi playlist died when my earbuds gave out. So it's just silence now, thick and suffocating, pressing against my chest like a weight I can't lift. My room's a tomb. Blinds shut, fairy lights forgotten, the air heavy with regret and the faint smell of stale coffee. My phone's dead, dropped somewhere in the dark. But I don't need it to feel the void you left. You vanished in silence, and my soul split apart, and I'm still here, sifting through the shards of a love you didn't even say goodbye to. I'm fine, I tell myself. I'm always fine. But the truth is, I'm not. And the silence you left is a wound that's still bleeding. It was winter, January or February when you disappeared. We'd been fading for months. Your replies faint, your spark dim. Our dream-filled chats, just memories I couldn't let go. I was still trying. Sending you good? Texts? Dropping TikToks to spark something? Hoping to pull you back to the song we'd sung. But then, one night, it all ended. I was scrolling through our chat, clinging to your last lol from days ago, when I saw it. You'd unfollowed me on Insta, erased me from Snap, Twitter, even your Spotify. No warning, no fight, no. We're done. Just gone. It was evening, the sky a fading gray, and I sat there, phone trembling in my hands, refreshing your profile, praying it was a glitch. It wasn't. By the time the stars came out, my soul was in pieces, split apart by a silence you chose over me. I stayed up that night till the world turned cold, staring at a screen that wouldn't light up with your name. I typed a dozen texts. What did I do? Why'd you leave? Please, just talk to me. I deleted them all because what was the point? You didn't owe me a goodbye, but God, I needed one. I wanted you to say, it's over, or even, you're not enough. Anything but this nothingness, this mute exit where your words used to be. I checked your stories, your mutuals, desperate for a trace of you. But you were a ghost, and I was left chasing a shadow that didn't exist. The evening deepened, and it was like the world was mocking me, laughing at the kid who thought love could survive silence. I'm numb now, or at least I'm trying to be. It's not the raw, tearing pain of that evening anymore. It's this deep, hollow ache, like my soul's been ripped in, to and left to rot. I keep replaying that night, over and over, searching for the moment you decided I wasn't worth a word. Was it something I said? Something I didn't say? I'd been texting less, scared of pushing you further. But maybe that was the mistake. Maybe I was too much, or too little, or just invisible. I'd lie there, phone clutched tight, waiting for a text. Again, anything to break the silence. But you vanished, and the dusk just sealed it, like a grave I couldn't crawl out of. I grab my dead phone, even though it's pointless, and hold it like it holds answers. I can still see our last texts in my mind, from that week in January when you were already a stranger. I'd sent, "Miss our chats. You free soon?" You replied, "EDK. Busy." I held on to that EDK, built a whole hope around it, but it was just a lie you told to slip away. I kept texting, kept trying, until you cut me off without a sound. I felt it, that dusk, like a crack splitting my soul in two, dividing my life, into before you left, when I was alive, and after, when I was just fragments. I'm not crying. Not anymore. I did that night. Hard. The kind of crying that leaves you empty. Like you've spilled everything you are. Now it's just this fog. This numbness that swallows me when I think of you. I keep thinking about the you I loved. The you who lit up my nights. Whose spark was my song. Who dreamed with me till dawn. That you was my everything. This you, the one who vanished in silence, is a phantom. A shadow I can't grasp. I don't know which one's real, or if I ever knew you at all. I think about the last time I saw you, a week before you ghosted at a party I didn't want to go to. You were there, across the room, laughing with people I didn't know. Your eyes never finding mine. I watched, waiting for you to wave, to be the you I loved. You didn't. I left early, walked home in the cold. Your playlist in my earbuds. Only time taunting me with its false hope. That was when I knew you were leaving, even if I didn't want to admit it. By dusk that next week, you'd made it real, vanishing and splitting my soul with your silence. I pull my hoodie over my face like I can hide from the truth. The silence is louder than any lo-fi track, heavier than my own heartbeat. I wonder if you ever think about that night. About me. About the dusk that broke me. Do you know you shattered me? Do you care? Or am I just a deleted chat, a notification you've swiped away? I hate that I care. I hate that I'm still here, on my floor, picking apart a goodbye you never gave. I imagine texting you now, even though my phone's dead, even though you wouldn't answer. Why'd you leave without a word? Why'd you break me like that? My fingers trace the words in the air, a message I'll never send. I picture your phone buzzing, you glancing at it, maybe pausing, but you wouldn't reply. You chose silence then, and you'd choose it now. I let the words dissolve, let them sink into the dark. It's easier than hoping, easier than believing you'd ever care again. I open my notes app in my head because it's all I've got left. I write, "You vanished in silence and my soul split apart. You were my song, my spark, and then you were nothing. Now I'm just a kid in the ruins, trying to find myself in your silence." I don't type it. I don't need to. It's already in me, raw and jagged, cutting every time I breathe. I don't want to feel this void, this dusk, this you that's gone. I don't want to miss the you, who was my everything. But I do. I miss you so much it's like a scream I can't let out, a wound I can't heal. The clock says 6:30 a.m. The world's waking up, but I'm still here, stuck in the dark, stuck in a dusk that tore me apart. I tell myself I'm fine. I'm always fine. But the truth is, I'm not. I'm just a kid in a hoodie, soul split by a silence you left, trying to figure out how to breathe in a world where your texts don't come anymore. And the worst part? I don't know if I'll ever stop waiting for them. I rebuilt my pieces. Lo-fi healed my heart. It's 7:15 a.m. and I'm still awake, sitting cross-legged on my bedroom floor, hoodie loose around me like it's finally letting me breathe again. The lo-fi playlist hums through a scratched-up speaker I dug out from under my bed, a soft track with a gentle beat that feels like it's stitching me back together. My room's bathed in the pale glow of morning, blinds cracked to let in ribbons of light, fairy lights still off but no longer lost in despair. My phone's charging on my nightstand, screen dim, notifications muted because I'm done chasing shadows. I'm thinking about how I rebuilt my pieces, how lo-fi healed my heart after you vanished in silence and split me apart. I'm fine, I tell myself. I'm getting there. But the truth is, I'm still fragile, still mending my soul with every lo-fi note, every quiet dawn. It was spring, March or April, a few months after you ghosted me into fragments. That dusk in winter, when you erased me without a word, had left me in ruins. My soul a mess of splinters I didn't know how to touch. I spent weeks drowning, scrolling our old chats, waiting for a text that never came, replaying your LOL like it could bring you back. But I got tired of breaking. Tired of being the kid who loved you more than myself. So I turned to lo-fi. Not your playlists, not our shared dreams, but my own. I made a playlist, Men Slow, full of chill beats, Joji, and Claro. No only time, no traces of you. It was my thread, my needle. The way I started rebuilding my pieces, one song at a time. I keep thinking about those nights, early April maybe, when I'd sit here. Same floor, same hoodie, letting the music hold me like a friend who wouldn't leave. I'd light a candle, one of those cheap ones that smelled like fake vanilla, and play Men Slow till the world felt less sharp. It wasn't about forgetting you. It was about finding me. The me I was before your midnight texts, before your spark, before our song. I'd listen to Slow Dancing in the Dark by Joji and feel my chest loosen, like I was learning to breathe again. I'd write in my notes app, not about you, but about me. I like the way rain sounds at night. I want to try photography again. I'm scared I'll always be a little cracked. They were messy stitches, but they held, pulling my edges closer with every word. I stopped checking your socials back then because I had to. Every glimpse of your name, even in a mutual's post, was like tearing, open a wound. So I blocked you, deleted our chat history, buried your texts in a folder I swore I'd never touch. It hurt, like cutting out a piece of myself. But it was the only way to heal. I'd mute my notifications, turn on Mend Slow, and let the lo-fi beats drown out the urge to look back. Some nights I'd hover over your profile, heart racing, but I'd close the app, light my candle, and keep stitching. It wasn't easy, but it was mine. My music, my nights, my slow climb back to me. I'm not whole, not yet, but I'm closer than I was. The numbness is still there, a whisper that creeps in when the morning's too still, but it's not all I am anymore. I started small, snapping photos on my phone, just random stuff like leaves or sunsets. I went to a park alone, sat on a swing, and didn't think about you for a whole afternoon. I even laughed at a barista's bad joke last week. A real laugh, not the kind I faked to get by. They're tiny steps, but they feel like miracles after months of feeling like a ghost, like someone you left behind without a sound. I think about one night, late March, when I felt my pieces start to hold. I was on my floor, candle flickering, Best Friend by Claro playing low and warm. For once, it didn't make me ache for you. It made me think of me, my hopes, my quirks, the way I hum when I'm nervous. I wrote in my notes app, I'm still here, and that's enough for now. I didn't delete it. I read it the next morning, and it was true. That was the night I knew I could do this, could rebuild my pieces without you, could be someone even if it's not the me you knew. I don't text you anymore, not even in my head. I used to, the night, I'm okay, you know? Wish you could see me now. I'd type them out, let them sit, then delete them before they could hurt. Now I don't need to. I don't need your reply, your spark, your anything. I'm not saying it doesn't sting. It does, when a lo-fi chord brushes too close to our old chats, when I see a sunset and hear your voice. But I've got my playlist now, my candle, my stitches, and they're enough to keep me going. I think about the last time I almost reached out back in early April before I blocked you. I'd typed, "Hey, you ever miss me?" My hands were shaking, hoping for a crumb of you. I didn't send it. I played Men Slow, instead let Nothing by Rex Orange County pull me back to myself. I deleted your contact that night, not out of anger, but because I deserved to heal. I haven't looked back, since not really, though your ghost still lingers in the quiet moments, in the texts I can't read. I pull my hoodie sleeves over my hands, the fabric worn soft from nights like this. The lo-fi track switches, a gentle beat that feels like a quiet nod from the universe. I wonder if you're okay, wherever you are. I don't hate you. I don't think I could. You were my dawn, my song, my everything, until you weren't. I wish you'd said goodbye, but I'm done chasing your silence. I've got my own music, now, my own pieces, rebuilt with lo-fi and trust, even if the seams are rough. I open my notes app for real this time. The phones glow sharp against the morning light. I write. I rebuilt my pieces, and lo-fi healed my heart. You broke me, but I'm mending, and it's mine. These nights are my home, where I'm learning to be me. I save it. Let it stay. A quiet truth. I don't need to delete it. I'm not hiding from myself anymore. I'm not healed, but I'm healing. One beat, one stitch, one dawn at a time. The clock says 7:45 a.m. The world's waking up, but I'm still here, in my lo-fi cocoon, feeling my heart beat with my own rhythm. I tell myself I'm fine, and it's closer to true than it's ever been. I'm just a kid in a hoodie, rebuilding myself, learning to live in a world where your texts don't come anymore. And the best part? I'm doing it for me. New eyes, new hope. I'm free to restart. It's 8:30 a.m. and I'm awake, truly awake, sitting on my bed with my hoodie swapped for a loose t-shirt, windows open to let in the warm morning air. The lo-fi playlist hums through my speaker, a bright track with soft vocals and a beat that feels like a new beginning. My room's alive now. Fairy lights plugged back in, glowing like they're rooting for me. A half-drunk iced coffee on my nightstand. My phone's buzzing softly, screen lit with a new chat, didn't mute. A thread that feels like hope instead of hurt. I'm thinking about how New Eyes found me. How New Hope set me free to restart after you vanished in silence and split my soul apart. I'm fine, I tell myself. And for once, it's true because someone new saw my worth. And I'm alive again, free to write a new story. It was late spring, May or June, a few months after I started piecing myself back with lo-fi nights. You'd been gone since winter. You're ghosting a scar I'd learned to live with. But I was still cautious, still guarding the cracks you left. I'd rebuilt my pieces, found strength in my music and solitude. But then I met them. Not a replacement for you, not a redo of our chats, just someone new. Someone whose eyes didn't carry your shadow, whose hope felt like a fresh page. It was a random Thursday at a local open mic night when their vibe caught mine, and a new light sparked in my chest. I was there, sipping a flat soda, my playlist in my earbuds, half listening to poets and singers spill their hearts. They were on stage reading a poem about chasing dreams, and their voice was steady, their eyes bright with this quiet hope that hit me like a breeze. When they finished, they sat near me, grinned, said, "Yo, you into this poetry stuff or just here for the vibes?" I laughed. Real laughter. The kind I hadn't felt since before you broke me. More like vibes, but that was fire, I said. We started talking. About poetry, about lo-fi, about the way summer feels. Like a second chance. They didn't know you. Didn't know the wounds you left. But they saw me. The me I'd been rebuilding, and it was like they handed me a key to restart. We swapped numbers, and it wasn't like with you. No instant midnight texts, no rush into deep talks. It was slow, steady, like a song finding its rhythm they'd text me. Heard this lo-fi track. You feeling it? With a link to some indie gem, and I'd reply, "Okay, this slaps. What else you got?" We'd meet up, coffee shops, late night. Walks, art fairs with bad pretzels. And they'd listen when I shared my fears, my sketches, my quiet hopes. One night in June, we were at a park, lying on a blanket under fairy lights they'd strung up, sharing a playlist. They looked at me, said, "You've got this glow, like you're ready to start again." I froze, not because it was heavy, but because it was true, and they saw it before I did. I check my phone now, and there's a text from them. "Yo, new open mic next week. You reading or chilling?" I smile, a real one, and type back, "Maybe reading. You hyping me up?" I hit send, no hesitation, no deleting. It's different with them. No chasing, no wondering if I'm enough. They text like they want to, like I'm someone worth texting. It's not you, and it doesn't need to be. It's better because it's real and it's mine. I don't scroll our old chats anymore. Don't need to. I've got new vibes, new hope, new eyes that don't make me ache. I'm not saying I'm fully healed. There are still nights when a lo-fi beat hits too close to our dream-filled chats, when I catch myself humming "Only Time" and feel a faint sting. But it's softer now, a scar that's faded, not a wound that bleeds. I've been finding myself in these new moments, in their smile, which is warm and new, in the way they send me poems with "thought you'd vibe with this" notes, in the way they don't push when I'm quiet. Last week, we sat by a river, tossing pebbles, and I told them about my fear of being forgotten again. They didn't fix it, just said, "You're unforgettable, just be you." I believed them, and it felt like freedom, like a restart I didn't know I could have. I think about you sometimes, not with pain or longing, just distance. I hope you're okay, wherever you are. I hope you found what you were chasing when you ghosted me. I don't hate you. You were my dawn, my song, my everything until you weren't. But I'm done carrying your silence. I've got new hope now, sparked by eyes that see me for me, not for who I was with you. I'm not the kid I was at dusk, split apart and lost. I'm someone new, someone who's learning to love the quiet, to love myself, to love the way life feels when it's not about you. I open my notes app because it's still my safe place. Even now. I write, "New eyes, new hope, and I'm free to restart. You broke me, but I'm shining now, and it's mine. These moments are my home, where I'm free to be me." I save it. Let it stay. A quiet victory. I don't need to delete it. I'm not hiding from what I'm becoming. I'm not perfect, but I'm here. And that's enough. My phone buzzes again. Another text from them. "Playlist's ready. You free tonight?" I grin. Type back, "Yep. Let's vibe." I set the phone down, lean back on my bed, let the lo-fi fill the room. The fairy lights twinkle. The morning air smells like possibility, and for the first time in forever, I feel free. Not the free I was with you, but a new free, one I've built myself. I tell myself I'm fine, and this time, it's real. I'm just a kid in a t-shirt, heart-stitched and hopeful, finding peace in new eyes and lo-fi mornings, ready to restart my life. The clock says 9 a.m. The world's alive, and so am I in my lo-fi bubble, feeling the spark of my own hope. I'm not waiting for your texts anymore. I'm chasing me, and it feels like freedom.